Morning melted into amber light, the shoreline breathing soft and slow. Bare feet traced forgotten circles where only summer seemed to know. Two paper cups upon the boardwalk, salt still dancing in your hair. We laughed like days could never end, like forever was already there. Then the breeze arrived a little colder, the shadows reached a little far. Time was moving without asking, quiet as the evening stars. When August learned goodbye, it whispered through the golden sky. Not to you, not even me, only to the fading sea. When August learned goodbye, the sunlight closed its tired eyes. We kept smiling through the glow, never knowing we'd let summer go. You lifted up that old camera, caught the sunset in your hands. One more frame of laughing faces, one more walk through warming sand. The waves applauded every heartbeat, every promise left unsaid. Neither soul could hear September waiting just beyond the edge. Every color turned a little softer, every silence lingered long. Some endings hide inside the beauty of a perfectly ordinary song. When August learned goodbye, it whispered through the golden sky. Not to you, not even me, only to the fading sea. When August learned goodbye, the sunlight closed its tired eyes. We kept smiling through the glow, never knowing we'd let summer go. Nobody tells you which laugh will become your favorite echo. Nobody circles the day your heart will keep forever. Sometimes the happiest memory is still happening while you're living it. When August learned goodbye, it painted gold across our lives, teaching every wave and shore nothing beautiful can stay forever. When August learned goodbye, it never made a single sound, only left one photograph where two forever hearts were found. When August learned goodbye, mine was still holding yours. The ocean keeps telling the shore the same old story. A shutter clicks, the sun disappears. Somewhere August becomes a memory. September slipped beneath the doorway without a sound or grand parade. The morning wore a softer color, like summer slowly learning The corner cafe knew our names, two steaming cups beside the glass. We watched the evening find the rooftops, never noticing how fast. The photograph still caught us laughing, golden waves behind our eyes. Funny how a frozen moment never shows goodbye. The air grew cool enough for long sleeves. The sky held on to less of blue. Nothing broke between our heartbeats, only time moved through. There was golden light between us, soft enough to make us stay. Every sunset held our shadows, just a little less each day. There was golden light between us, turning amber into gray. Love was never leaving loudly, it was fading with the day. Your hand still found the place beside me, like every road already knew. We spoke about tomorrow lightly, as if tomorrow always grew. Children chased the wind along the shoreline, seagulls circled out at sea. Everything looked just the same, except the quiet inside me. Every silence stretched a little longer, every smile stayed just enough. Sometimes endings hide themselves inside ordinary love. There was golden light between us, soft enough to make us stay. Every sunset held our shadows, just a little less each day. There was golden light between us, turning amber into gray. Love was never leaving loudly, it was fading with the day. Nobody noticed the evenings arriving sooner. Nobody counted how many sunsets were left. The heart never hears the first quiet step of autumn. It only remembers how warm the light once was. There was golden light between us, even when the skies grew cold. Every beam became a memory before we knew to hold it close. There was golden light between us, still enough to lead me home. Maybe love is not forever, maybe light is. Maybe that's why I still see your smile every time September glows. The cafe closes, the chairs are stacked outside. The street lights awaken before the sun has fully gone. On the shelf, the photograph catches the last golden ray. Then the room falls quiet. Brush the sand from off your jacket. The tide was breathing slow and low. A quiet evening wrapped around us, bathed in amber's gentle glow. laughed at something I had whispered, turned your face toward the sinking light. The whole world fit inside that moment, perfect in the fading sky. A camera waited in my hands, patient as the turning sea. Neither one of us imagined what that frame would come to mean. The sky held on for one more heartbeat. The waves refused to leave the shore. Some forever moments happen before they're called before. One last photograph of summer, holding all we couldn't see. Golden light upon your shoulders, the whole horizon set us free. One last photograph of summer, smiling like we'd always do. Funny how a single picture can remember more than two. Stay right there, just 1 second. Time is almost beautiful enough to keep. Your footprints wandered through the shoreline, then vanished underneath the tide. The sea erased them without knowing. Some things shouldn't say goodbye. We packed our cups into the backpack, folded blankets, brushed off sand. Simple things that look so ordinary, now they feel almost sacred. The wind had learned a different language, cool enough to change the air. Still we walked beneath the sunset like tomorrow would be there. The shutter closed for just a heartbeat, the evening folded into gold. No one ever hears the moment memory takes hold. One last photograph of summer, holding all we couldn't see. Golden light upon your shoulders, the whole horizon set us free. One last photograph of summer, smiling like we'd always do. Funny how a single picture can remember more than two. If we'd known, would we have stayed a little longer by the sea? Nobody smiled for the last time on purpose. Nobody reached for one more embrace, because they knew life doesn't announce its favorite memories. It simply lets them happen, then quietly turns them into forever. One last photograph of summer, now I know what it became. Not just colors caught in sunlight, but the place where love still stays. One last photograph of summer. Every year when August ends, I can hear the ocean breathing. I can see your smile again. One small click, one quiet sunset, one ordinary evening that became my whole September. The photograph slowly develops, gold, amber, soft blue. A fingerprint catches the corner of the print on the back, written in fading ink. August 31. Outside, the first leaves gather, Along the empty boardwalk, the ocean sounds farther away now. Only the piano remains. September woke before the sunrise, quiet footsteps down the hall. The kettle sang into the silence, but no one answered to its call. Your favorite mug still faced the window, a little chip along the side. Morning settled in around it, like it too had learned to hide. The trees outside wore softer colors, green surrendering to gold. Even light seemed slower somehow, as if the sky was growing old. Nothing changed all at once, it happened in the smallest ways. The longer shadows on the floor, the shorter stretch of day. September doesn't feel like home, though every street still knows my name. The doors, the walls, the lights are waiting. Nothing here has moved or changed. September doesn't feel like home, since summer carried you away. Some houses keep the same four walls, but lose the warmth that made them stay. I passed the cafe by the corner, a table waiting by the glass. Someone else was laughing softly as another evening passed. The photograph stayed on the bookshelf, golden sunlight in its frame. Funny how a single picture can still whisper someone's name. The wind had found the empty boardwalk where our footprints used to be. Now the tide erased them gently, like it was protecting me. The clock kept turning without asking. The leaves kept falling one by one. Autumn never steals the daylight, it simply shortens the sun. September doesn't feel like home, though every street still knows my name. The coffee tastes exactly the same, it just no longer warms the rain. September doesn't feel like home, even with the windows closed. Sometimes home is just one heartbeat, walking beside your own. Maybe home was never a place, maybe it was the quiet way. You reached for my hand before crossing every street. Maybe home was hidden inside the ordinary, and I only learned that after autumn came. September doesn't feel like home, but I'll still leave the porch light on, not because I'm waiting for forever, only because love deserves love, a light to find its way. September doesn't feel like home, yet somehow through the cooling air I carry every August sunset like a small fire I can wear. If seasons teach us anything. It's that warmth can travel inside a heart. The porch light glows, no footsteps come. The kettle cools outside, another leaf lands on the empty walkway. Inside the bookshelf, the photograph catches the last trace of evening. For the first time, the room feels bigger than before. The maples turned without a warning, trading emerald dreams for flame. Every branch seemed to be whispering a language only autumn named. I walked beneath their quiet ceiling, hands buried deep inside my coat. The wind carried familiar echoes, like the words we never wrote. A leaf came resting on my shoulder, light enough to drift away. Still it lingered for a heartbeat, as if it had something to say. The seasons never ask permission, they simply change what they can't see. And somehow every falling color finds its way back home to me. The leaves remember your name, even when I don't speak it aloud. They dance across these empty sidewalks, calling softly through the crowd. The leaves remember your name, written in amber and gold. Maybe trees know how to keep the stories hearts can't hold. Every autumn breeze sounds a little like you. The park looked almost like that summer, only quieter than before. The bench beside the little lake still waited where it always wore. Children gathered fallen colors, building castles out of red. I smiled because you would have loved the tiny crowns upon their heads. Your photograph stayed in my pocket, edges worn by passing days. Sometimes I touched it without thinking, just to feel what still remained. Every leaf completes a circle, every river finds the sea. Maybe love was never lost, it only changed its scenery. The leaves remember your name, even when the daylight fades. Every breeze becomes a letter written in October's grace. The leaves remember your name, though the branches let them go. Perhaps the bravest kind of love is learning how to fall. So softly, I used to think memory lived inside people. Now I wonder if it lives inside places. The old bench, the quiet trees, the wind that always turns, the same corner, waiting for someone who once smiled there. The leaves remember your name, and I no longer ask them why. Some memories are meant to flutter, not to be held too tight. let's go without disappearing. So I watch another leaf find the earth, and for the first time I don't call it an ending, I call it a season. The wind grows gentler. A single maple leaf settles between the pages of the old book that still holds the photograph from August. He doesn't remove it. He closes the book carefully. Outside, the branches sway without resistance. For a brief moment, the world is quiet enough to hear leaves touching the ground. The shoreline wore a different silence, as if the waves had learned to wait. The cafe stacked their empty chairs. The evenings always came too late. The sweater pulled against the wind. Your hair no longer caught the sun. The beach was still the very same. It was the season that had gone. We walked the length of faded footprints, neither trying to explain. Some conversations never happen, they dissolve like autumn rain. No broken promises between us, no voices raised against the sky. Only two hearts standing quietly, watching daylight become goodbye. This is where summer finally ended, not with tears or shattered dreams, just two shadows growing longer in the amber evening breeze. This is where summer finally ended, where the tide erased our names. Love was never asking us to leave, only teaching us that seasons never stay. The photograph was in my pocket, its corner softened by my hands. August smiled from frozen sunlight, while October cooled the sand. You looked toward the open water, I watched the light upon your face. Neither one of us was searching for the perfect words to say. Sometimes silence tells the story language never could explain. Some goodbyes arrive so gently, they don't even know their name. The first leaf drifted past our shoulders, the last warm breeze slipped out to sea. Nothing ended in a heartbeat, it happened quietly. This is where summer finally ended, where the ocean met the sky. Every wave returned without us, every goal still learned to fly. This is where summer finally ended, where forever changed its form, not into forgetting, but into something soft enough to carry on. I thought goodbye would sound like thunder, instead it sounded like waves touching the shore. One last time before the tide turned. Maybe the hardest endings are the quiet ones, because Because nothing breaks and yet everything becomes different. This is where summer finally ended, and the sea remembers still. Every sunset paints your outline on the quiet evening hills. This is where summer finally ended, but not where love was lost. Love became the photograph, the falling leaves, the empty chair, the golden light that still survives inside my heart. The waves erase the final footprints. The wind carries one last maple leaf into the sea. He slips the photograph back inside his coat. For the first time he turns away from the shoreline, not because he has forgotten, but because he knows the season has ended. The piano holds a single unresolved note. Silence follows. Autumn has fully arrived. October found me by the window, rain tracing rivers down the glass. The room still wore our quiet evenings, though all the laughter now had passed. Your book remained beside the lampstand, the bookmark resting where you read. Dust gathered softly on the cover, patient as forgotten dreams. I brewed enough for two by habit, then watched the second cup grow cold. Some routines outlive the people who once made them feel like home. The clock still sings the same old rhythm. The hallway knows my every step. Nothing in this room remembers change, except the silence you have left. October without you feels wider than the sky. Every wall repeats your laughter like an echo passing by. October without you still wears your favorite shade of blue. The world keeps turning like it always has. I'm only learning how to turn without you. The photograph has found my desk now. Colors softer every day. The golden light is gently fading, but somehow never fades away. Outside the trees are almost bare now. Leaves gather where we used to stand. The wind rewrites the empty sidewalks with stories drawn in amber sand. I no longer search each doorway or listen for your familiar keys. Some hopes don't disappear in heartbreak, they settle into memory. Rain keeps falling through the evening, candles flicker then grow still. Loneliness is not a storm, it's a room the heart must fill. October without you has taught the nights to breathe so slow. Every quiet corner holds a piece of someone I still know. October without you isn't asking me to forget, it's teaching me that love can stay even after two hands let go. I used to fear the empty chair, the untouched cup, the quiet apartment. Now I think they're only witnesses, proof that happiness once lived here. And maybe that is a beautiful thing. October without you still opens every window wide. The autumn wind walks through these rooms like an old and gentle guide. October without you no longer sounds like endless rain. It sounds like leaves outside my door, reminding me that every tree lets go to live again. So I leave the window open and let October come inside. The rain finally stops. Moonlight settles across the wooden floor. The untouched cup is washed and placed back on the shelf. He closes the window, but not all the way. A cool breeze slips through the narrow opening, carrying the scent of fallen leaves. The photograph remains on the desk, not hidden anymore, but no longer held every day. The piano lingers on a quiet major chord. For the first time since August, the silence feels less like an absence and more like a place where healing has quietly begun. The path was dressed in shades of amber, leaves resting where our footsteps ran. Morning floated on the water, soft as an unfinished hymn. The old bench waited by the shoreline, weathered by the passing years. It knew the weight of summer laughter, now it held October's tears. I traced the grain across the woodwork where your hand once covered mine. Time had carved its quiet answers into every faded line. The lake remembered every sunset, the wind remembered every word. Funny how the world keeps listening long after voices disappear. The bench beside the lake still saves a place for yesterday. Every autumn leaf that finds it seems to know why I came. The bench beside the lake has watched the seasons come and go. Some hearts leave with the summer, some remain where quiet waters flow. A pair of swans crossed through the stillness, drawing circles through the light. For a moment I could almost see us laughing there in golden skies. The photograph stayed in my pocket, I didn't need to take it out. Some memories grow even brighter when they're carried without doubt. Children skip stones across the water, each ripple wide and then was gone. Love I thought might look much like that, touching everything, then moving on. The trees released another handful of crimson drifting through the air. Nothing begged the leaves to linger, they trusted where the wind would bear. The bench beside the lake still faces every evening sky, watching daylight melt to amber, watching birds learn how to fly. The bench beside the lake never asks the summer why, it simply keeps the warmth it knew, until another golden light arrives. Perhaps we leave ourselves inside the places that once held our happiest days, not to haunt them, not to return, but so that years later a quiet bench, a still lake, or a drifting leaf can remind us we were here, we loved, and for a little while the world felt endless. The bench beside the lake no longer feels like empty space. It feels like every gentle lesson time was patient enough to leave. The bench beside the lake taught my heart what autumn knew. Love is not the hand you keep, it's the warmth that stays long after hands let go. So I rise, smile to the water, and leave one fallen leaf upon the seat. The lake becomes perfectly still. A maple leaf rests on the bench where no one is sitting. He walks away without looking back, not because the place means less, but because it has already given him everything it needed to say. The breeze carries the faint scent of rain. In his coat pocket, the photograph remains untouched. Ahead, the path disappears beneath a tunnel of autumn trees. The lamp burned low beside the window while evening settled into gray. A blank page waited without hurry, patient as the end of day. I wrote your name, then paused in silence. The ink stood still beneath my hand. Some words arrive before we're ready, some are never meant to land. Outside the branches brushed the glass pane. The wind rehearsed its quiet hymn. Every gust turned one more empty page, as though it wished to answer him. Not every letter needs an address, not every goodbye needs a sound. Some truths only become lighter once they're written down. These are the letters the wind Every line still holds the sunlight of an August spent with you. These are the letters the wind never carried, never lost, just left to rest. Some words are written for the journey, not the one who left. I wrote about the quiet shoreline, the weathered bench beside the lake, the photograph inside the old book still glowing with September's grace. I wrote about the maple leaf pressed gently where our story sleeps, about the coffee growing colder and all the promises time keeps. Then slowly, almost without noticing, my sentences began to change. Less about the things I'd lost, more about the love that stayed. The rain had stopped beyond the rooftop, moonlight silvered every line. Healing doesn't erase the story, it teaches it to shine. These are the letters the wind never carried, but somehow still found open skies. Every page became a lantern for the nights I couldn't hide. These are the letters the wind never carried, yet they reach the heart somehow. Maybe peace begins the moment we stop asking where they'll go. If I had mailed them, perhaps they would have been read. Perhaps they would have been forgotten, but here, inside this quiet room, they became something greater. Not a conversation, but a confession to the person I was becoming. Sometimes, the bravest words are the ones that never leave the page. These are the letters the wind never carried, still resting where the autumn starts. Not because they lacked a destination, but because they had already found my heart. These are the letters the wind never carried, no longer asking to be known. Every unwritten ending became a gentle way to carry on. So I fold the final page, place it beneath the photograph, and blow out the candle. The room is dark, only moonlight remains. The stack of letters rests inside the old book, beneath the photograph dated August 31. Beside the pressed maple leaf, 3 memories, 1 story. Outside, the wind moves through the nearly bare trees. It does not take the letters. Some things are not meant to travel. Some things are meant to stay. The final piano note lingers, then resolves softly into silence. nestled on the branches, bare enough to see the sky. Only a handful of golden leaves still held the light before goodbye. I watched them tremble in the silence, not from fear, but from the breeze. There was something deeply peaceful in the way they trusted leaving. The old book rested by the window, photograph and letters near. For the first time since that summer, I smiled before the tears. The trees never argue with October, the rivers never fight the sea. Perhaps the hardest lesson love can teach is grace in setting free. This is the color of letting go, not fading gray, but autumn gold. Every leaf becomes more beautiful the moment it lets go. This is the color of letting go, not forgetting what we knew. Love doesn't lose its meaning, it simply finds a gentler hue. I carried nothing to the lakeside but the quiet inside my chest. The bench no longer felt abandoned, it simply offered rest. The wind turned pages in the old trees, like stories reaching their last line. Not because the tale was ending, but because it had become mine. The photograph stayed in my pocket, no longer heavy in my hand. Memory had changed its weight into something I could stand. Every sunset leaves the horizon, every dawn returns anew. Maybe letting go is simply learning how light moves through you. This is the color of letting go, painted softly through the trees. Every falling leaf reminds me love can live inside release. This is the color of letting go, warm enough to light the cold. The heart grows stronger not by holding, but by learning when to open. I used to think love ended when two people walked apart. Now I think love changes the way sunlight changes through the seasons. It doesn't disappear, it becomes morning, it becomes kindness, it becomes the quiet courage to smile at an old photograph without asking for yesterday to return. This is the color of letting go, brighter than I ever knew. Every autumn leaf descending carries something beautiful. This is the color of letting go, golden as the fading light. I still carry every August, but now it walks beside me, not behind me. And when the last leaf finds the earth, I finally understand the tree was never losing its beauty, it was making room for spring. loosens from the highest branch. It does not rush, it does not resist. It simply follows the wind. He watches until it disappears beyond the path. Then he reaches into his coat pocket. The photograph is still there. He looks at it once, smiles, and slips it back. Not because he is hiding it, but because it has found its place. The piano shifts gently from minor into a warm major cadence. For the first time since August, the silence feels full rather than empty. November folded into morning, soft frost resting on the ground. The tree stood bare without apologizing, still reaching gently toward the clouds. I walked the road beside the river, hands no longer closed with fear. The autumn wind felt less like leaving, more like something drawing near. The cafe opened with its soul bell, warm light spilling to the street. Someone laughed beyond the doorway, and somehow, so did me. The world had never stopped turning, I had simply walked too slow. Healing wasn't waiting somewhere else, it had been growing all along. Somewhere beyond November, morning learned my name again. Heavy sunrise found the doorway, hidden in the quiet rain. Somewhere beyond November, hope arrived without a sound. Not because you came back to me, but because life found me. The photograph still lived beside me, its corners softened by the years. I looked at it without unfolding all the weight it used to bear. The maple leaf inside the old book had faded into gentle brown. Even colors keep on changing, yet they never lose themselves. The bench beside the lake stood waiting, not for us, but for the day. Children chased the winter sunlight where our shadows used to stay. Every season keeps a promise, every ending keeps a seed. Sometimes hope begins the moment we stop asking who will be. Somewhere beyond November, the sky remembered how to shine. Every golden memory settled like a quiet friend of mine. Somewhere beyond November, love became a gentle flame, no longer asking to be yesterday, only grateful that it came. I used to believe moving forward meant leaving the past behind. Now I know it means walking beside it without letting it carry all my weight. The sea, the photograph, the letters, the empty bench, the falling leaves. They were never chains, they were lanterns lighting the road until morning. that helps me find my way. The old book rests quietly on the shelf. Inside it, the photograph, the pressed maple leaf, the unsent letters. Nothing has been removed, nothing needs to be. He opens the front door, the morning air is cold, clear and bright. He steps outside, the camera stays behind. For the first time, he chooses to make a new memory. The piano rises into a gentle major cadence, lingering with quiet hope. Winter waited beyond the hillsides, still hidden in a silver sky. Autumn lingered one more morning, painting light where leaves had died. The old book rested on the table, its pages quiet, worn and warm. Inside a photograph kept smiling, not untouched by time, but gently transformed. I slipped my coat into the hallway, opened up the front door wide. The air was cold enough for silence, yet something bright had come alive. The sea was farther than before now, the lake lay still beneath the light. Every place that once had held my sorrow now simply held my life. When autumn found my heart, it didn't ask me to forget. It gathered every golden memory like leaves that never truly left. When autumn found my heart, it taught me how to carry love, not as a weight upon my shoulders, but as the warmth that winter couldn't touch. The cafe windows caught the sunrise, steam rising softly from my cup. A stranger smiled across the room, and I found myself smiling back. The bench beside the quiet water still welcomed every changing sky. I sat there only for a moment, just to thank the passing time. The photograph remained within me, though it never left the shelf. Some memories stop asking for yesterday when they finally become yourself. Every season keeps its promise, every river finds the sea. Nothing beautiful was taken, it was changing quietly. When autumn found my heart, the wind no longer sounded cold. Every falling leaf reminded me some stories deepen as they're told. When autumn found my heart, the light returned in gentler ways, not to erase the summer, but to help it find a place. If I could stand once more on that August shoreline, I would not ask for another ending. I would only stay a little longer inside the laughter, inside the waves, inside the golden light, knowing that even fleeting things can shape an entire life. love was never measured by how long it stayed. It was measured by how deeply it changed us. When autumn found my heart, it gave every season back its name. August became gratitude to September became grace. October became quiet courage. November became hope. And love became the light I carry home. When autumn found my heart, I finally understood. I survived, not because I forgot you. I survived because I loved you. And that love taught me how to keep living. The first snow has not yet fallen. The tree stands still beneath the pale sky. The old book is placed carefully back upon the shelf. Inside it rests the photograph from August 31, the pressed maple leaf, the letters the wind never carried. Nothing is missing.